Question 10 is basically bikes normally cost £B. In a sale, they are each reduced by £30. Write an expression for the cost of a bike. So for this one, it's B take away 30 because it's been reduced by £30. Now this is for one bike in the sale. For question B, cycling helmets normally cost £8. In a sale, they are each reduced to half price. Write an expression for the cost of a cycling helmet in the sale. Basically, it's written as H over 2 or H divided by 2, which is the expression for one cycling helmet in the sale. Then it says, write an expression for the total cost of 4 bikes and 4 cycling helmets. So what we've got is B take away 30 is for one bike, so we have to multiply that by 4. So the way you would do that is just put it in brackets, put the 4 outside, and it's B take away 30. Next one, we have to multiply the cycling helmets by 4, and this is what I've done here. So to expand this bracket, we're multiplying 4 to everything inside this bracket. So it's 4 times B would be 4B. 4 times 30 is 120. And then we multiply this one, but it's 4 divided by 2 here, because you're halving it. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and we have 2H. And so the final expression is 4B take away 120 plus 2H. So this one, question 11, says solve the equation. So it's 5y plus 4 equals 24. So the way you would do that one is you would take the 4, move it across, think of opposites there. So we're taking away 4 on both sides. So 24 take away 4 is 20. Then we're dividing by 5 on both sides. So they've got 20 divided by 5 is 4. And the answer is 4 there. So for question 12, this is a volume question. So it says the packaging for a tube of toothpaste is a cuboid measuring 16 by 5 by 4. And you can see to get the volume of this, we're multiplying the length times width times height. So the manufacturer wants to be able to pack 150 of these tubes into this cardboard box here. The box is a cuboid. The box measures 48 by 35 by 28. And that one there is the volume again, is length times width times height. So the question says, will the box be big enough to hold 150 tubes of toothpaste in their packaging? You must show working to explain your answer. So what we've got is we find the tube of toothpaste first. Now all we're doing is multiplying 16 by 5 by 4. And that's what we've got there. Length times width times height. And that's the answer for that one. That will be the volume of the tube of toothpaste. So the next part of it, we need to find the volume of the big cardboard box. So we've got the cardboard box here, and that's length times width times height. And it's just those 3 numbers there, the 3 dimensions we've got there is 48 times 35 times 28. And that should be 47,040 centimeters cubed. Now the next step here is we divide those 2 volumes together. So like it's 47,040 divided by 320. So as 320 is one tube of toothpaste or one box, you want to find how many of these actually fit into the cardboard box, the volume of the cardboard box. So when we divide it, there we see that 147 maximum would fit into this cardboard box. That means the answer would be no, because it doesn't hold 150 tubes of toothpaste. So question 13, it says male and female care assistants work in a nursing home. Some can work weekdays only, some can work weekends only, and some can work both. Complete the two-way table below. So this is kind of a box filling exercise here. You can see the totals here. So it's 1 plus 2 would equal 3. You can see that 3 plus 10, these three here, we should add up to 21. So you've got 10 plus 3, and then you have 8 would add up to 21 there. This one here, 3 plus something would equal 8, which is 5. 1 plus 5 is 6, and then it'll be plus 2 is 8. 2 plus 8 is 10, and then you can do it a couple of ways here. So 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 8 is 13. So we've completed the two-way table there. So how many male care assistants can work on weekends? So weekends only, and both are the ones that we're highlighting there. And male care assistants. So we go along here, and it's 5 add 2, which is 7. So question 14, it says John has a telephone with the following costs. So we've got line rental, £18.99 per month, and call charge 5.8 pence per minute. Last month, John made calls, lasted 385 minutes. Work out his telephone bill for the last month. So the first thing that we do is we do 385 times 5.8 per minute, 5.8 pence per minute. This gives you the cost of the calls that he made. So if we multiply that, we get 2,233 pence. Now we have to change that to pounds, and when we change that to pounds, we divide by 100. Okay, so next step is we do £22.33, which was the cost of the calls, plus the line rental, which is £18.99, which is £41.32. So that was his total bill for that month. So for question 15, this is an angles question. And we see a picture of an isosceles triangle here. QRS is a straight line, so it's basically telling you this line here is a straight line. And it says for question A, work out the size of the angle marked X. Now, because it's an isosceles triangle, what we want to do is take 180 away from, well, 70 away from 180, because a triangle has a total angles of 180 degrees, so we find out what's left. So 180 take away 70 is 110. So it just means that those two angles at the bottom of this triangle should add up to 110. Now, because it's an isosceles triangle, these two angles should be the same. So you can split that equally, and that's what I've done here. 110 divided by 2 is 55. So X is 55 there. And that just means the other side of the triangle would be 55 also. So question B says work out the size of the angle marked Y. Now all we need to do is focus on the two angles, the angle Y and the angle next to Y. Now that's a straight line, which these two angles here should add up to 180. So that's what we've done, is 180 take away 55, which is 125. Question 16. The life expectancy for males in 12 countries in Africa for 2015 is shown in the following stem and leaf diagram. Now it says how many of these countries has a life expectancy for males of less than 58 years. So we look at the 58 on the stem and leaf diagram, and we just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are less than 58. So question B, for the above data, work out the median. The median is the middle number. Now there's a couple of ways you could do this, but for this one, you could cancel down biggest, smallest, all the way down until you get to the middle here. So 58 and 2 58s here would be the actual two numbers that were middle there. Because those two are the same, we have 58 as the median. Now we're looking for the range, which is the biggest, take away the smallest. So the biggest is 73, and then we have take away the 49, which is the smallest number. So that should equal 24. So the range is 24. In question C, in 1975, the life expectancy for males in the same 12 countries has a median of 49 years and a range of 30 years. Compare the life expectancy for males in these 12 countries in 2015 with the life expectancy for males in 1975. So the previous page was in 2015, so we found the median and the range there, and all we're doing is comparing it with 1975's range and median. What we find is the median is higher in 2015 and the range is smaller in 2015. So all that kind of question is just comparing the two.